Hi guys, it's Vita here, and I'm from Ukraine, specially live streaming for you from city Sumy. And welcome for today live stream. You've got me all to yourself for 1 hour live stream, and today topic is 7 main reasons to date beautiful Ukrainian woman. So, are you tired of the hookup dating scene America has become? Have you practically given up on finding a traditional women that truly want to settle down with you for a life? Well, if that sounds like you, then you have come to the right place. And I assure there is hope for you if you play your cards right. And guys, the more you watch our daily live streams, the more you will understand what makes us mysterious, beautiful Ukrainian women tick. So the greater your chances. And now, guys, the short video about changes at our amazing channel and another membership benefits.
You can make a subscription on YouTube on 2 basic levels. Tiptoe for only $4 and Borsch Brothers for $30. But the most beneficial memberships for you are at the payment getaway site called buymeacoffee.com. So next I will explain to you all the options. Our very limited offer, once in a lifetime membership, is only $100 a month, yet it provides you with the opportunity to buy our lifetime matchmaking for 50% off. It is limited to only 7 members. And please take notice of these terms and conditions. So if you are serious about finding a wife in Ukraine but not ready yet, this is your chance to save $10,000 and make step toward your dream. I will explain you guys. You will receive your education here on the channel, and then you can receive this package with the opportunity to choose unlimited dating, unlimited ladies from our database for just $10,000, not for 20. You will receive men's chats. Borsch Brothers, you will still have this chat when you can communicate between yourself. About our idea, which we wanted to deliver here, Ukraine Dating 2.0, and about opportunity to bring some ladies who are ready for dating. It also still can be an option. Also, guys, it will depend on your support. We can deliver this educational service as well. We will find and we will try provide more streamers, sincere, marriage-minded Ukrainian ladies that are open for dating. And my own tips for you. We will still have this option at Buy Me a Coffee to buy a bouquet of flowers. And guys, I'm not sure did you know this before to use this option. Some of guys probably understood this. You can buy a bouquet of flowers to any of potential streamers who staying in search, who are single, and you can as well add to this bouquet of flowers a card with any information you want. So you can add a letter, so you can deliver some message to a lady. So you can start here like a real opportunity just to start your communication. And if lady like you back, so of course you can communicate in real life.
Guys, as always, before we get started, I want to tell you how grateful and thankful we are for the all support you provide to our project every month. And it's only because of you guys that we are able to keep it going, providing you at the same time an opportunity to understand serious marriage-minded Slavic women better. Because after all, understanding is, of course, the key to building any successful relationship. And we want, again, to congratulate our once in a lifetime members and remind you that there are only a few spots left, if I'm not mistaken, just 3. So this might be your last chance to save $10,000 on our lifetime matchmaking, unlimited dating until you get married. So see terms and all conditions in the description below this video, and I guess below all the rest of our videos. And as always, who wants to come share with me or any of your beloved and favorite love streamers, you remember that if you are already a member, you can come share face to face right at the live stream, just following 2 simple steps. So step number 1, enter the unique StreamYard link for today live stream into your browser, and that will bring you right in the back end of studio. And step number 2, you must write your full name and YouTube name for admin verification. When you enter your web studio, make sure your camera and audio are turned on. So guys, I guess you will see the link in the chat right now, and we're gonna start our communication today about our today topic. So 7 reasons to date Ukrainian women. I guess you guys learned this lesson already a million times, and you know why actually all of you are here, why you're looking for Ukrainian wife, what actually bonuses and benefits and advantages you can get by having Ukrainian women next to you during all your life. But still, I will remind for you once again, because you know, repetition is the best way to learn, to be educated, and probably for newbies at our channel, I will remind why you need to consider dating Ukrainian women. So, actually, if you are looking already for the right woman to spend the rest of your life with, a Ukrainian woman is one you must consider. Ukrainian women are still the most attractive women in the world. You know this better than me. Women from Ukraine are apparently the dream of hundreds of thousands of men from the West, as the internet makes right now the world a smaller, like a global village. Thanks to our stunning beauty and sophistication, our housekeeping skills, and more good attributes, we are lovely women. However, you guys have to do your homework. And if you are smart or lucky enough to choose the right one, and yes, I am still insisting on this definition, the right person, they're beautiful and have qualities that make them a perfect wife and a life partner. You will never know how nice and fun it is to date a Ukrainian woman until you get a chance to meet some of them. And I will mention right now some of the best reasons why you should consider to date a Ukrainian woman. If, as a man, you are contemplating on dating a woman from Ukraine, here are a number of things you should expect from her when dating her. So, number 1, she will put family first all the time. That's like of course, guys, don't forget, we are talking about right woman, proper woman, honest and genuine. And once again, I'm not insisting, I'm not declaring that all Ukrainian women are best wives, best girlfriends, best mothers. And actually, we all know, and you maybe sometimes better than me, that there are a lot of scammers, hookers, gold diggers, whatever. But still, if you are lucky to find the good woman, then we are talking about them. So she will put family first all the time. Ukrainians are traditionalists and they pay so much attention to family values. When dating a woman from Ukraine, expect her to be family oriented, and she would tell you how she intends to have her own family and raise her children. She will want to know about your family too. Be ready to tell her whatever she needs to know. So answer all her questions, because woman who has serious intentions and who has a special appeal to you, who has plans to date you, to marry you, to create a family with you, she will have a kind of image, kind of picture, kind of plan, how she is gonna to run the family, what she will be doing, what she will be cooking, how she will plan the budget, what she wants to buy, how she wants to spend time, even some bringing up moments of kids, that all will be in her head. And of course, when she will trust you, when she will understand and see that your intentions as serious as hers, she of course will start to share with you her plans and her ideas about future perspective. So if she start telling you such things, that's a very good sign. Number two, she will be as honesty as daylight with you. Again, about good, sincere women. Ukrainian women are totally frank once they get to trust you. They also like frank and sincere men. She will usually bombard you with questions during your dates, and she will expect you to answer her honestly without being arrogant. So if she notices that you are true to yourself and you don't lie to her, you will gain her respect and affection. Actually, the more you are open and honest, the more she feels that, the more she will start to open to you, and then everything will be fine. Number three, she will be hesitant in the first few days of meeting her. Remember all our previous streams when I mentioned Ukrainian women normally, especially if they have feeling to you. I'm not talking about love at the beginning of relationship, right? But I'm talking about affection, passion, sympathy, and some good appeal. So if the woman feels positive about you, she will be shy, she will be embarrassed, she will be confused, she will be awkward to some extent. She can be blushing, she can be, bumbling something, telling some stupid things or behaving in some strange way. So she will be confused, and definitely she won't be too much open. And of course, you remember that probably she will prefer at the beginning to listen more than to talk. And of course, when everything is fine, she will be relaxed. Then the dialogue will be, mutual, and you can ask each other many open questions, direct questions, maybe some intimate questions to get as much info about each other. So actually, which woman isn't, embarrassed at the first dating? That's about Ukrainian women. And when going for a girl from this country, from our country, don't expect her embrace you completely at the initial stage of the relationship. Most of them will be hesitant even to communicate openly with you. She will take some time, she will need some time before opening up to you about herself. And of course, she wants to be very sure that you are a reliable and trustworthy person before she can start to trust you. They really value the family unit and most want to be in a relationship that will lead to marriage. So she will also be hesitant to introduce you to her family during the initial month of the relationship, and she will only do so after about maybe 6 months or more. Of course, every story is individual. Sometimes people decide to get married after 1 week of meeting, if everything is fine and charisma is, exploding and sparkling in her eyes. But still remember, normally it will take some months when she will be sure enough that it's the right time to introduce you to her friends and family. And I can presume that she takes this time to make sure that you are serious and that you are the one, the right one. Remember, when we are talking about this point, remember what I was telling you. No honey, no bunny, no sweet dreams. I will be I will hope to see you in my dreams tonight. You're my future husband, and all this shitty blah 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 blah. That's not typical for Ukrainian woman normally. Either she's stupid or scammer who just planning to hook you, nothing more. Serious, sincere woman, even when she's in love with you, affectionate by you, she will never start her relationship with open and sincere communication. Don't forget about that. I mean, these words and typical phrases, we talked about them. So, number 4, respect for men. Apart from a few urban women, most of Ukrainian women are well cultured and they have been taught since childhood, we also mentioned that many times, to honor and respect men since they were small girls. This is because in Eastern Europe, many societies have a setting where the woman raises the family while the man goes out to earn and bring the bread home. They view respect for their men as one of the pillars of a strong relationship. Most will not shout back at you even when quarreling. So it depends, of course, on psychological type. We also talked about that yesterday. So expect to receive a lot of respect from the woman you are dating in Ukraine, but be sure to reciprocate your respect with your loyalty, love, and affection. Number 5, she expects you to be a gentleman all round. Also, you remember we are all dating school members. So she will always expect you to treat her with affection and respect all the time, no matter you're at home or among relatives or among colleagues, friends, or in on public. So all the time she will expect you proper behavior and attitude. Always compliment her and occasionally surprise her with gifts, but doesn't have to be anything expensive at all. When taking her out for a date, she will expect you to foot out the entire bill from food to drinks to cab fares. You remember that? Well, I guess. Number 6, you can expect total commitment from her. Remember what we said about Ukrainian women not being interested in short-term relationship and one-night stands. Of course, if that is what you are looking for, you will find it easily in Ukraine. No problem with that. So, however, when you have been on a few dates with a woman, let's say in Kiev, she starts to expect that yours will be a long-term thing. If a short fling is what you are looking in a woman from Ukraine, just spare your time and energy because it will lead you to nowhere. What a Ukrainian woman looks for in a man is long-term commitment that will lead to marriage definitely. We are all crazy about getting married because you remember it will raise, or we get this idea. Our mindset is if the woman is married, it means her social position is on the right place. If not, then not so good. So when you are dating here in Ukraine, be sure to show her that you are serious about your relationship because all she expects in the course of the relationship is to become your loving and supporting wife. Number 7, she always will want to cook for you. It usually takes time to prepare most of Ukrainian cuisines, dishes. Most of the women in Ukraine are brought up being taught how to cook for their men. And even if you will occasionally go out for meals, she will always insist on making you her dishes, her special dishes, because we all were taught that the way to man's heart goes through the stomach. That's a rule in Ukraine. So be sure whenever you find your woman, if she's the right one, and if she really likes you, she will try to seduce you from the early beginning by the variety of dishes she can cook. She will try to boast of these skills, of cooking skills. She will try probably to invite you home to create some romantic dinner, and she will be very happy to let you know that all these dishes she created by herself, especially for you, because here it is a tradition. Ukrainian men are crazy about being served. So we were taught that the woman has to serve, has to have really good cooking skills, variety of dishes, something interesting, something creative, be fast at this, making not with a very big budget, and actually by this we intend to attract you as more as is possible. So if she tried to tell you how much she likes to cook, what cuisine, what dishes she likes, what she's best at, so be sure she likes you, and this is the hidden hook, to attract you as much as she can. So the only negative thing with this issue is that meals will usually take a lot of time to prepare and cook. So they cook food in a big portions and eat them for a couple of days without wasting anything. That's true, guys. We used to do that. That's true. And not everybody has the, like, really, when we start cooking, it can take really like half a day. I know women who are not working at all, so they stay at home. They start cooking like sometimes 5 a.m., 6 a.m. It can take like 3, 4, 5 hours to cook for the whole day. Some of them try to cook something really fresh every day, but that's, believe me, very tiresome and very boring, at least for me. For some, probably that will be like a creative, emotional process, you know. But anyway, we have this habit. If we are doing borscht, let's say, we never do borscht just for today. Borscht will stay in your house, in your fridge for 2, 3, sometimes even 4 days, mostly 2, 3 days. And we think that borscht is much more tasty next day when it stays a little bit. And of course, to cook borscht takes really a lot of time, especially if you use meat and broth. So it can be like 2, 3 hours sometimes, you know. So that's why we are making really big pot to feed the whole family, and be sure that the same borscht you're gonna eat for 2, 3 days. Nobody's gonna cook borscht every day. And of course, if we make some meat, bacon meat, like bacon chicken, frying chicken, some cutlets, you know, we are trying to do that for 2, 3 days too, because just to save the time, you know, to save the time. And in the morning, if you're going to work, usually she will make some lunch box for you, put in some cutlets, some potatoes, some noodles, some porridge, maybe some salad for you, you know, including some drink. So it will save time. You will get ready food, just need to warm it up a little bit, but that's absolutely true. So if you love a woman and she goes out of her way to make you food, you want to eat it and relish it a great deal. After you have earned her trust, be ready to have your taste buds wowed out of their wits. So uh, to mention some more reasons. I guess Ukrainian women have remarkable housekeeping skills, including cooking skills. It might sound surprising, but Ukrainian ladies love to do household tasks, including cooking, cleaning the house, looking after their children, and many others. This is one of the reasons why they make good wives and mothers. This is also the same reason why their husbands always feel happy and excited to get back home after a long day of at work. Sorry, but we are talking again here about the right man. Most of Ukrainian men consider that to be a must, like a normal thing, like women must do that, especially if she's not working. So not all of them are happy to get back home. Normal person, of course, will do, but Ukrainian men, unfortunately, not all of them appreciate what women involve, uh, all her efforts in everyday routine, how much they involve, because they consider that's like a normal thing. So people look for a lifetime partner because they need someone to love, support, and be with them for the rest of their lives. So this is exactly why dating Ukrainian women is a good idea. They make perfect wives and life partners. Their foundation of love is based on their family values. They consider their families as their ultimate source of strength and love. And they consider their families as a team because they are supportive of each other. Aside from this, elder children in our region are taught how to take care of younger siblings, even at a young age. This is largely how Ukrainian girls practice their maternity skills, which shine through when they get married actually and build families of their own. And of course, one more reason, we are very feminine still we are not spoiled. Of course, some of us probably, yes, like business ladies who doesn't have really time to cook borscht, you know, and to stay at home. Girls probably who spent a lot of time in Europe already and they saw the lifestyle of local women there, or have maybe some friends from there. But normally we are very feminine, and Ukrainian girls are highly praised because of their feminine qualities. This includes our cheerful attitude, thoughtfulness, kindness, among all the rest of advantages. Even if we love to dress up and wear skirts and dresses, we remain conservative. We don't take care of ourselves to like we take care of ourselves to please men. We also mentioned that very many times. Oh my God. Many times. Yes, because you remember our girls want to be as much sexy and as much attractive to the only man they choose, because they always will be afraid you're gonna run away and somebody next to you, maybe at your work or some of neighbor or some from your company, can attract your attention. So that's why our women always will try to be, in their best view. And of course, we are very patient and forgiving when looking for a woman here. It's important to look for someone who is patient and has the heart to forgive. That's very important. Successful marriages, doesn't require uh, the two people are perfect. It only requires two individuals who know how to admit mistakes and forgive each other at the same time. This is something you can expect from Ukrainian women. So, guys, that's it for today. Just the main information. Hopefully, it was useful for you. And now I'm get back to your comments to say hello to everybody. Thanks for coming. I see a lot of comments already. So, hi, everybody. Happy Saturday to everyone. What? Hello. You are on duty today, as always. Naughty Jacob is here. Hi. And hello, nice to see you too. Gregory, привет. Hola. Yeah, Yannick, hello. Thanks for finding time for joining us today. Any questions, guys? Any question? Tracy, hello. Thanks for coming. How you woke up? Shane, so with them feeding her men, there are no skinny men living in Ukraine? No, there are, because as much as we like to feed our men, as much we like to keep healthy way of life and healthy type of feeding. We are looking for new recipes with low fat recipes, but more energy, but less fat, more proteins, but something. I know a lot of men in Ukraine, actually, their mindset is like that. They should eat meat every day, desirably 3 times a day. So meat for the breakfast, meat for the lunch, and meat for the supper. That's how a lot of traditional Ukrainian men prefer to live here. I know that that's not so much typical for Western guys, but still, so for most of them, probably once a day, that's fine, or maybe even once in 2 days, that depends, but some Ukrainian men really like to eat. Of course, first dish like soup or borщ always should be, that's like obligation. That's a must. My mom used to call me and ask if I have borscht or soup in my fridge, and if not, then I'm considered to be a bad mother. Can you understand the level of this stereotypic mindset back to USSR, that kids every day, and men specifically, should eat first dish something warm and fluid for better digestion, for better digestive system, for bettering, and actually for the good health. So we have still this stereotype. My mom always asked me if my kids ate soup or borщ today, and if not, she will be really pissed off. So you can imagine just this stereotype still. Some women prefer to make small portions, like, for example, my mother in law. She used to cook every day. She used to cook every day because she likes fresh, and she can make soup every day in the morning. For me, that's not possible because I'm too busy, to cook soup every day. Then you need to do nothing but just cooking and cleaning. Yeah, so to save the time, we are doing that for 2, 3, 4, desirably even longer, but that was joke, of course, yeah. But 2, 3 days, absolutely possible. Yeah. Not so much fat men, but some probably. Oh, can be absolutely possibly if the woman is feeding you quite well and tasty, yeah, you'll get a chance to lose your shape soon. But then be sure she will make you to start jogging or attending gym or attending yoga, or she will put you on a diet. That also can be, first she make you fat and then she will try to save you. Yeah, that's also typical for us. Shane, what would happen if the guy would like to cook for the lady? Oh, that's awesome. That's just a dream of every Ukrainian woman. That's why I love my husband. He is cooking for me every day. You know, that's really perfect skill because not many Ukrainian guys like to cook or can cook at all. Some of them really so much handicapped that they cannot even fry the egg. Some, of course, yes, can do great dishes and can really have great skills. Let's say my husband has much better skills in cooking than me, especially in baking and dealing with dough. I'm not good at dough and baking. Some things I can do, yeah, really, but sometimes it can be like, spoiled. Yeah, whenever he is doing something like pizza or some special bread or something, he's really doing much 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 better than me. So if you can cook and if you're ready to cook for your woman, or at least at weekends you have some special dish you wanna please her, that will be really 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 great. She always will be appreciating that, of course, if she is not stupid, of course, because you will be her hero for always. And if you can bring her tea or coffee to bed in the morning, that will be like, oh my god. Tracy, that was a really good joke. I really like it. She said cook, not feed. Great. Perfect joke. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, what? As Vita just explained, it can be tiresome to cook a lot. So obviously, giving her the chance to relax for an evening is a big plus. Absolutely, yeah, and especially if the guy is coming back from work earlier, not just sitting, and waiting until she will come back from her work, tired, maybe exhausted, irritated, frustrated by some boss's arguments, something like that. Of course, that would be great if you have this desire and skills, or you just want to please her, or to give her some rest in the evening. That's really great when the woman is coming back home, and at least you can do something to feed her and to eat something by yourself. That will be really really great and huge bonus. She will really like that, and she will be proud of that. Be sure she will explain this fact to all her relatives and friends. She will share this information like Boston, my husband, she created some special dish for me yesterday, and everybody will say, wow, you're so happy, you're so lucky. So yeah, guys, learn to cook if you want to date Ukrainian woman, because that's the way to her heart. Don't forget, that was actually the main, I forgot to tell you, that was the main uh, reason why dating Ukrainian men. Oh my God. Yeah, that was funny. Bill Angar, hello, good morning. Thanks for coming. Thanks. What your question? Vita, a lot of men also go to the gym to stay in shape, right? And they are also active I would assume. I remember that in Ukraine, a lot of people walk to places instead of taking their car, for example. Yes, we like to walk a lot. That's very typical here. That's really like a normal thing. Whenever get car, like, I know, sorry, not going to offend somebody, but I know some American people just can take the car from garage just to the backyard, to get some post from the mailbox. I thought that's a joke, but they say it's true. So for me, that's not even ridiculous. That's something like I cannot understand, I can't accept. So yeah, we prefer walking. Of course, if it's a long distance, if the weather is not good, if you are in a hurry, of course you're going to use public transportation or your car or your taxi. But we absolutely don't mind walking few kilometers, especially guys. Now that's fine, but during the quarantine and when the war began last year, we had really huge issue with transportation. We couldn't get to any bus or trolley bus, whatever. So people really had to walk, like to get to workplace, like 5 kilometers, 6, 7, to bring kids to school, to kindergartens and back, or to grandmothers, because some schools and kindergartens were closed, of course. So we are absolutely fine to walk. Yeah, and still you can see a lot of people jogging and running, but I know that in Europe that's also not a rare case. You can see a lot of people going in for sport. Yeah, actually guys like to attend gym, but I can tell you honestly, that happens more when they are younger, when they want to look like macho, when they want to attract as many, you know bees as they can. So when they like to be in shape before swimming season, before summer season, to show nice bodies. Yeah, when guys are younger, they attend gym and go in for sport much more. When they are family men, of course, mostly, they don't have just time for that because they are busy trying to earn, getting back home late, no power, no energy, just want to put your ass on the sofa, sorry for rude explanation, to have some tasty supper, to relax, and that's it. But some people, of course, who lead healthy way of life, they can go for a walk in the evening, they can attend sauna. Sometimes I know people, uh, 50 plus, who has this habit to attend sauna every week, every weekend, let's say Wednesday or every Saturday. So they have a company, they meet there, and they are doing that like for many years. And some days, of course, they are attending gym. So healthy way of life is quite popular in Ukraine. Yeah. Bill, I would like borщ every day. We have a proverb here. If you eat borщ every day, one day you can get bored from borщ and you start to want soup. So, but this is not, I mean, this figural definition, figural joke. That's not only about borщ, but that's also about women. If you have the same women every day, same, one time you're gonna want something or someone different. So that can be concerning, with many situations in life. Yeah, but it seems to you that you want borщ every day. For the beginning, yeah, you will be happy to eat it probably. The first 6 months, that will be fine. But then you will get tired and you will want to try some other dishes. I can assure you. Yeah. Jacob, it seems like I'm stuck with baking my own chocolate chip cookies still. Why do Ukrainian ladies not like to bake desserts? No, we like. We like, really. Guys, you can find a lot a lot of special groups on Instagram, on Facebook, on different messengers, sorry, like Telegram. We have millions of groups about cooking, about baking, about healthy way of life with different recipes. And these groups has millions subscribers, million people. I mean, Ukrainian women, they all save these recipes, try them immediately, share recipes among each other. A lot of women who can't find the job right now, let's say due to some circumstances, no matter what, if they're babysitting so far, so they can cook really masterpieces. Masterpieces. You won't believe what masterpieces of cakes and biscuits our women can do. So if you look at them, you're gonna think it was made on a special chocolate or bakery, some factory, for sweets. So and some women can earn making some sweets for order. So let's say I have a birthday and I want to buy some special cake, really with some individual design that will cost a lot. Let's say big cake will cost maybe around starting from 10 up to $20, something, with some kids heroes, with marzipan, with different shapes of cream, like animated cartoons heroes, some decorations. Girls can do wonders. Unfortunately, I'm not among the list of those talented and skilled girls, but believe me, 90% of our ladies are absolutely great at baking and creating some sweet masterpieces. So don't think we don't like some, of course, because every person is individual. But most Ukrainian women really like to cook. They collect recipes. Let's say I'm baking every year Easter buns for almost maybe 13 years. Every year, no matter what. Even last year, I told you, being running between oven, and basement under the shelling. But still, I wanted to bake those Easter buns for my kids no matter what. No matter what, without electricity, hearing explosions, fidgeting house, but still I cooked, I baked, and I have the only recipe which I'm never gonna change or exchange. That's a unique recipe, very expensive, very interesting, very tiresome, which takes me many, many, many hours. I usually start like 5 or 6 a.m. and finish almost 10 p.m. Yeah, and then I share with my friends, my relatives, my neighbors, so people with whom I would like to share. So, but in all the rest sweets, unfortunately, I'm not good at. I can do great blini, pancakes, the round one, the thin one, the thick one, which we called oladyi, like pancakes, which you used to have like in America, something like that, with sour cream and some jam, again, homemade, like cherry jam. I'm doing that every summer. I'm preserving a lot of jam, different types of different berries, and even from squashes. By the way, the jam from squash is absolutely great. And it looks like pineapple jam. Really nice, nice color and nice, interesting taste. Sorry. So that's not true, Jacob. Probably you choose not the right woman, I guess. Yeah, Tracy, homemade bread and borscht. Yeah, desirably to have garlic and to have sala lard next to borscht and a lot of black pepper, sour cream into borscht, black pepper on top, bread, garlic, and sala. Oh my God, that's a traditional Ukrainian food, Cool, really cool. Tracy, yeah, great. All this food talk now, I'm hungry. I can imagine. Yeah, I was hungry today too. But my first meal was around 2 p.m. something. And by the way, I didn't have time to cook anything because I was busy in the morning. So I just got this fast noodle, like Chinese noodle, in the packages, when you need to insert just boiling water and some sausage boiled with mayonnaise. So fast, and substantial. Yeah, sometimes it can be good when you don't have time. I understand that's not healthy, not good, and not being traditional family oriented woman, but I like. Yeah, I should confess, I have my small weaknesses too. Jacob, I'm glad I ate breakfast before this stream. Oh, yeah, definitely, guys. Now I'm gonna raise your appetite. Okay, next time, guys, let's do that. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about, by the way, the tomorrow topic will be how to get prepared to Eastern European marriage. So I will give you some tips, what to expect, what are traditions for wedding here, for traditional wedding in Ukraine, how to be prepared for that. And if you want, I used to save photos of some of my dishes or what my husband cooked, no matter. So if you want, after topic in comments, I can share with you some of photos and you can judge. You can judge if that looks nice for you or enough tasty. So, and then you can understand what is traditional food for us here. But sometimes we really get tired of cooking, of messing up with food, and we just prefer to eat something fast, like pelmeni or some sandwiches. That also can happen because it's really when you work all day long, sometimes you don't have time or power to cook. But as you have kids, of course, you have to. But when kids like at your mom or mother-in-law, so then you can relax a little bit and eat some Chinese noodles, with sauce and mayonnaise. Hello, Renee. Hello, Zita. Okay, Vita, I understand. Maybe you could do a stream 7 red flags to look for when dating a Ukrainian woman. It would be interesting to see what would make your list. Okay, I will offer this topic for to admin, and if it's approved, so next week I can do that. Okay, Renee. Yeah, let's see. Jacob, Vita, that is not true in my area. I have never seen anyone do that to get mail before, haha. I heard that from my friends who lives there, really. And that's shock. Like they have like 100, 200 meters supermarket and they will drive. And some people really can be really lazy. I know that, yeah. Civilization, unfortunately, and the progress, unfortunately, make the people's life too much comfortable, too much, to not necessary extent, unfortunately. And some people becoming really lazy, But yeah, it's good to have a work. It's good for health. It's good for your body. The more you work, the more you lose weight. By the way, to walk, it's a very good way, by the way, to lose weight. Whoever is interested in, yeah, it sometimes it's even better than gym, and it's good for heart because that's cardio, you know, cardio training. Actually, very good for losing kilograms. So you're welcome. Thank me for tip. Juan Antonio, good afternoon. Vita the brain, thank you for the lesson. Hello, thanks for coming for the lesson, as always. Mukadar Swati, I love Ukraine woman. Yes, we know that already. You're welcome. Learn and try to do some actions. Gregory, I love cooking black rice, burnt beans, and charcoal steak. Yummy, yummy. Oh, yeah, steak is always cool. I'm also meat eater. I'm not satisfied with just salads. So, and I never shy. I never shy because in most cases I'm hungry. I have good appetite and I like to eat. I like to eat. I enjoy while eating. So I'm not that kind of woman who will come to restaurant and just sit and drinking some water or orange juice and eating some couple of leaves of cabbage or cucumber. I always will order. You remember, probably the guys who follow my streams, you remember my favorite dish is potato free, tomato juice, and big steak. Oh my god, that's what I really like to eat every day. Yeah. Yeah, Bill. Пельмени, пирожки, блины, уха, fish under blanket, salad, оливье. Yeah. From this list, pelmeni, I never cook by myself because, oh my God, you can spend 10 hours creating those pelmenis. For me, it's easier to buy. I buy homemade, very good quality pelmeni, not from fabric or factory or big plant, some like individual orders, very good quality, very thin dough and good quality meat. That's really good and that can save you when you don't have time and you need to feed kids and yourself sometimes. Пирожки, I adore. All пирожки I adore, but unfortunately, I can't do well. I can't bake пирожки well, and I never even tried, I can confess. Блины, yes. Every weekend we have tradition. I'm making blini. My kids adore blini and they ask me constantly. And if I want to get something from them, I ask, who wants blini? And they say, me, me, me. I say, okay, then you clean the room when you do home task, when you wash the floor, something like that. And then I will cook blini for you. So that's a tradition. Like usually on weekends, I try to make blini in the morning for breakfast. Yeah. Uha, fish soup. I personally don't like. I personally don't like, though I know a lot of people crazy about that. Not to my taste. I prefer more meat than fish, but that's just my preference, is nothing more. I don't mind uha at all. Fish under blanket. Yeah, very good dish. Very typical, stereotypical from back to USSR. All New Year's, happy birthdays will be with fish under blanket, but you should also know some nuances, some peculiarities, how to make it more tasty, because some people can really do that not tasty, but some nuances, nothing actually, nothing complicated. We like to do that from time to time. We make salad olivier, of course, everybody like, also very typical at all holidays like New Year, International Women's Day, even Easter, by the way, even Easter, happy birthday. So we like to make olivier. And in the summer, we like to make, learn new word, okroshka. Okroshka. What is this? This is water, cold water. You put inside sour cream. You put kefir. Do you know what means kefir, guy? Kind of sour milk, kefir, which is very good, by the way, for health, much better than milk itself. And then you boil potato, then you boil carrot, you cut that, and a lot of greenery like uh, onion, green onion, I mean leaves of onion, dill for sure, eggs, boiled eggs, you cut. So actually, you make kind of cold soup. We called it also cold soup. In the summer, to have the big pot of such a kroshka, very good because you don't need even to vomit up. You can get, it's very tasty, very substantial, and really cooling down in the summer. So in the summer, almost every family try to make a kroshka quite often. Radish also you can put inside. And what I add, which I believe makes this okroshka much more tasty and delicious, mustard. A lot of mustard. Of course, salt and a lot of mustard. Mustard make the taste of okroshka really interesting, specific. So if you don't know still or didn't try, that's not difficult to make, absolutely. So try to do that. Okroshka. Mm-hmm. 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 What? Vita, how is the weather over there? Chad and his harem enjoying the sun yet? Yeah, finally, guys, from yesterday and today we got real hot heat. Today, like plus 22, plus 23, and next week we're gonna have plus 25. Woohoo! Finally, finally. So, finally, soon, when will be the good green days on my garden calendar will show that the days are good for planting, I will try to replace my tomatoes from greenhouse into the open air because they are sitting in that greenhouse like really small one. I am trying to fertilize them somehow, to add some vitamins to them, but it was really cold, really cold. And all the efforts, by the way, of my old neighbor, you remember I told you I have a family couple which are around 80 years old. So actually all her tomatoes just fall down. Though they were already like big, really cool, big, and at night we had some frost, unfortunately, which damaged a lot of plants, my persimmon, my grape, my nut, some flowers. Yeah, unfortunately, that's a very sad view right now, but I try to reanimate them, put in some special reanimators. Let's hope for the best. But my strawberry is still cool. Chad, fine. Chickens are fine. So it's sunny. It's almost hot here. So that's great. Yannick, 24 here in the shadow, so probably 25. We have with you almost the same weather as I see. Almost the same weather. Yeah. Mhm. Okay, Jacob. I found out the hard way what kefir milk was when I went to the store in Poland to get milk to go with my breakfast. I thought it was the name of the company. No, yeah. Yeah, kefir is really good stuff. It's very good for health. Absolutely. At our age, I mean, when we are not babies or teenagers who are growing, it's better not to drink milk or to reduce because milk can make your bones fragile. We cannot, adult body cannot digest milk fully, like completely. But kefir is full of useful bacteria, which are good for digestion. So actually for your immune system, kefir really great. If you drink kefir every day, and I can give you some tip what can make your health much better in the summer, a lot of greenery, even sugar beet, carrot, some greens, dill, whatever, just mix with a blender with kefir, add a little bit salt and drink some such green cocktail every day. That will really be like a vitamin bomba for you. So try to do that. That doesn't take too much time. You can put any greenery up to your taste, and that's really cool stuff. So believe me, in the summer I always making that for my kids like every day. So kefir, ayran, also very good stuff for that. Gregory, enjoy the rest of your Saturday, Vita. See you tomorrow. Thanks for coming. You also enjoy the rest of Saturday and see you tomorrow. Yeah, Tracy, I like kefir. Cool. Okay, the last question will be what's question, Vita. How much time does a Ukrainian woman spend in the kitchen in the morning to prepare breakfast and perhaps lunch for the family? But what? That depends on a woman, really, on every individual case. If we are talking about me, I don't make any breakfast. If I like to make blini on weekends for my kids, That will take me probably an hour or so. But to create some omelette or some oatmeal porridge, something like that, or we like to eat some light breakfast, maybe cottage cheese with some greenery as well, with garlic. In the summer, we add to cottage cheese tomatoes, not black, sorry, red Bulgarian pepper, the sweet one, some garlic, some salt, some greenery. That's a really cool combination. My younger daughter is waiting. She's asking me when we gonna have tomatoes finally. I want that cottage cheese with tomatoes, garlic, and salt. Oh my God, that's a favorite dish of her and of mine. Actually, we could eat that every day. But normally, I have a friend who is cooking every morning. So she wakes up like 5 a.m. and 2 3 hours, because she likes fresh food, she is cooking every day, 2 3 hours easily. That will really take the time, but that depends on what kind of breakfast you're gonna have. If that's just tea and some sandwiches, or fry egg with cut cheese, maybe some sausage, that will take you maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes, something. But if you need something substantial, like noodles or potato or something else, that it can last much longer. Yeah, Bill, that was a great joke. What? It depends on how long the chain is attached to her ankle to the stove. Yeah, absolutely great answer. Yeah. Okay, guys, it's 5 p.m. here. I have to go. Okay, I really want to say thank you for such a great stream and atmosphere we had with you today. Yeah, very nice, very funny, very relaxing, very warm atmosphere for which I actually prefer my audience. And once again, great thanks for everybody who joined me today, who spent this 1 hour with me. I will be meeting you tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. Ukrainian time, 9 a.m. Eastern time. I hope all of you will cook something nice and really exotic today to please yourself. Uh, just enjoy your Saturday. It's a rest day, weekday. Spend your time as good as you can, as it possible. Try to have the rest and some positive emotions. And I will see you tomorrow. Have to say goodbye and was happy to see all of you. Whoever wants to donate to help us, don't forget to do that. The link, I guess, you can find below this video in the description. Remember, guys, that we need your support to continue doing what we are doing here. I love all of you. I wish all of you great Saturday. Goodbye. Спасибо to everybody. Дякую.